What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is just going to be more of an overview of what I got going on right now with my truck. So what we're doing is we're going to give the front end a little bit of a facelift. So if you look over here, I've already taken the bumper off the truck. So my front bumper that I had on here originally was more of a factory bumper, but it was painted to match and it did good. It looked fine. But over time, the paint started getting pretty chipped up from just road debris. The shackles that I had on here were smacking around a little bit from the wind and just creating more and more damage for the bumper, making it not look very good. So I took the whole front bumper off and disassembled all the brackets and valences from the bumper. So I took the bumper up to the body shop where I got my bumpers paint matched on my red truck over here, and I'm having them do the same thing to my front bumper. So they're just going to go ahead and sandblast it and have it painted. This is that metallic gray paint here, so it has like a nice little bit of a shimmer to it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it has a little bit of a glitter to it. So he's going to go ahead and do that front bumper, and then I should be getting that back. I'm hoping maybe tomorrow, but I'll piece this video together where it just jumps right into the install. The whole goal is to make the front end look a little cleaner and nicer. Now, what I did was, since I took the bumper off, so then I started thinking, maybe I'm just getting a little tired of the brackets and the shackles hanging off the front because I don't really use them, and they're not really usable because when I did the body lift, I went with the bumper relocation brackets, which basically look like that. They're basically brackets that take this whole bumper assembly and shifts it up to keep with the streamline of the truck. So I really don't use them. They're really just for aesthetic purposes, but they actually cause more damage to the bumper. So I figured maybe this time around, I'm gonna take the shackles off. So I actually took the shackles off. These are the extended drop shackles here. And I might actually just paint them and put them on my red truck over here because I could use those for towing on the red truck. So back to this truck, I took the shackles off. So I just did a little bit of sanding and painting the brackets here, getting them, getting some of the surface rust off, repainted them real quick, getting them, just protecting the brackets a little bit more. And then once I get the new bumper back on, everything will be pretty streamlined, nice and paint matched. And then I'll have a longer strip through the middle, and then maybe I'll just get a LED light bar through the middle there. But then the grill, as you can see, this is getting pretty beat up here. I'm just kind of getting tired of this look. I don't hate it. I'm just kind of getting tired of it. Again, I'm going for a different streamlined, clean look. I actually have custom grills being made right now. I should have them in a couple weeks. I'm getting one for that truck and one for this truck. Once I get them in, I'll have them all paint matched as well. So I'm kind of going for a whole new front end look here. And that's pretty much the purpose of what I'm doing. And I think it's going to look pretty sharp once it's done. So in case anybody's wondering, that's really the reason that I'm having the whole bumper repainted again, is because I'm doing a whole new front end look. I'm just doing the same bumper that I had. I'm not getting any custom bumper right now. I thought about it, but I think for now I'm just going to stick with the factory bumper that I had on there, have it custom paint matched, throw in some LEDs, get a whole new custom paint matched grill going on. And I think that's really going to make this truck look pretty sweet. But I got to tell you, what's kind of cool is without any bumper, this thing looks pretty sweet. It's like a transformer truck. It kind of reminds me of one of those Baja trucks, but I actually kind of like the look of it. If you look at it, I don't know if you can kind of see it, if I can get the sun out of the glare, but it just has a pretty cool beefy look without the bumper on it at all. But again, it's gonna look pretty sweet when I'm all done. So again, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and keep those, and then I'll replace the front factory shackles here. Those little tow hooks there, I'll replace those, and maybe I'll put the drop shackles on this truck instead. Man, I can't wait. In a few more weeks, this is getting paved. I've been saving up for years to have this driveway done. It's just, it's expensive to do, but I finally saved up enough to get it done. And we're gonna actually have it all graded at the bottom. They're gonna scrape the bottom, grade that up real nice, and fan it out on both sides. Then they're going to actually run a nice asphalt paving all the way up to here, all the way back to here. And they're going to put that little like curb hump, whatever you want to call it, that little curb stop that's going to come around here and then edge the whole driveway all the way down. And they're actually going to edge out into this area here a little bit, because you can see here, the hill comes down a little bit. So they're actually going to come in here and cut into this a little bit more, creating a little bit of a steeper hill here, but it'll actually give me a little bit more of a squared off driveway here. But that's going to be sweet to finally get all this asphalted nice and smooth. It's just going to come straight up to here. Okay, so I'm probably going to take this trampoline, move it somewhere else in the yard somewhere, or maybe up top of the hill, and then we're going to work on extending the deck as long as lumber is available this year. But we're going to take the deck here and we're going to extend it all the way out to here. So that'll be a huge deck right here, and then probably put a basketball hoop right here for the kids. Nice paved driveway. It's going to look pretty sweet. So that's kind of some things that are going on pretty soon. Again, the next thing is really going to be this driveway. This is all going to be paved probably around Easter, so probably about a month from now we'll have this all done. The new bumper is going to be put on probably tomorrow. Hopefully it gets done. We'll have that all done. The new grill inserts probably going to be here hopefully in the next couple weeks. And then I can work on getting them paint matched and get those installed. So that's going to look pretty sweet. So far, you know, this one's going to get a little bit more of a facelift on the front and get a few updates this year. This is the new build for 2021. So I'm going to be working on some rock lights and a bunch of other little stuff on this truck here too. I'm thinking about putting some more performance parts under the hood, maybe losing a few parts, new cold air intake and throttle monster and different things like that. So a bunch of stuff coming to both of these trucks actually for this whole year, but I'd say a little bit more is going to happen to this truck here than this one here. But either way, it's going to look pretty sweet. Can't wait to get that done. So, all right, everybody, we are back. So I just picked up the bumper from the body shop and everything turned out really, really good. I think it's going to look really good on the truck, having a nice fresh paint job. So here it is back here. But I'm heading home, so we're going to go home and get this thing installed. I'll be right back in a minute. Okay, we are back. We got the bumper reinstalled. I got the fog lights installed. I got the bumper brackets installed, and I got the front valence installed. So the only thing that I did not put back on are the tow hooks that go right here and here, just because I'm not sure what I'm doing with this space yet. The extended shackles that I had came out to about here, and then you had the drop shackles, and they would smack around on the paint. So I didn't know if I should put them back on and just get some kind of rubber coating on the shackles to protect them from hitting the paint, or I might just put the factory tow hooks back on, or I might just not put any tow hooks on and just put a larger LED light across the front. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with that yet, but overall the new painted bumper looks way better. The last paint job that I had on it, it didn't really match that well, and I don't believe they even put a clear coat on it, so it didn't really have the perfect match. But over time it ended up getting chipped and scratched and just looking pretty bad. This time the new body shop I went to actually did a much better job of paint matching that, gave it a nice clear coat. It has that same metallic glitter when the sun hits it, so it looks really, really good. So I'm really happy with it. So again, let's see if I can back up, let you see it from a different angle. I'm filming this video in the morning. I tried yesterday, it was just too windy and I could not get any kind of good audio because of the wind. So I figured I'd film it this morning. It's a pretty nice, peaceful morning. It's nice and quiet. So I figured it'd be a good time to show it to you now. So then the next step, probably within 2 to 3 weeks, I'll have a new custom grill that's coming in. I'll have to get that painted and we'll put the new custom grill on. We'll figure out what we're doing with this space, and then that should really give me a little bit more of an updated front end for this year. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked this video. Again, it wasn't meant to be a very long video. I just really wanted to show you an update on what was going on with the truck, why I wanted to repaint the bumper and give it a little bit of a fresh new look. And I gotta say, I'm happy with the decision of getting that repainted. It does look really, really good. I actually like the factory bumper. I think it has a nice look with the front end of these Rams. I've thought about getting an aftermarket bumper, but to get into $1,500 to $2,000 plus paint for a custom bumper, I'm just not sure I'm ready for that yet, whether I want it or not, because again, this is my daily driver. If this was going to be a show truck where that's all I did was take it to shows, that's a different story. But as my daily driver, I just didn't really feel the need to spend $2,000 on a custom bumper. But who knows, maybe in the near future, maybe I will. But for now, I'm really happy with the paint job on this bumper here. I think it gives this Ram a really nice front end look. I just can't wait to get that new grille put in and see how that completes the front end look as well. So that's it. So do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments section. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And subscribe to the channel because it definitely helps me out and it lets me know that you enjoy the content that I'm putting out, and it just encourages me to keep putting more content out there for you. So that's it for the video. I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you, and as always, see you in the next video.